I'm very well, thank you. Life in the UK isn't quite back to normal yet, but it's heading in the right direction. And it feels a lot more normal than this time last year. I don't feel like I did as much writing in the various lockdowns as I would have done. I think I need to be out and about, experiencing different sights and sounds and interacting with other people in order to stimulate my imagination. Now it feels like the world is getting back to normal. I'm really enjoying my writing again. Susan Green came first. I came up with the idea of a prickly, difficult woman who protects herself by never letting anyone get close. As I wrote about Susan, I decided that her hobby would be nurturing a cactus collection. It was probably when I was about halfway through writing the book that I realised that in fact the cactus was a metaphor for Susan's personality. So I suppose you could say that it was a coincidence, but I think it was probably my subconscious introducing a motif that represented Susan. My intention in writing The Cactus was to create a character who readers would grow to understand and sympathise with, and hopefully eventually like, as they get to know her better. Of course, some readers will never understand or like Susan, and that's absolutely fine. We can't like every character we read about. Um, and as far as I'm concerned, it's not necessary to like a character to enjoy reading about them. In fact, I think some of my favourite characters in literature haven't really been particularly likeable. I agree. In the past, female leads were usually expected to be nice, kind, or sweet right from the outset. It's not the case at all with male leads who are allowed to be difficult and complex. I'm really glad to see that it's changing now, both in books and films. I really do believe that it's never too late to bloom. I have a lot of friends and family members who have completely changed their lives around in their 40s, 50s, or beyond. As far as the film is concerned, Reese Witherspoon will make an absolutely perfect Susan. But I feel like there are so many older actresses around at the moment who would be wonderful in the part too. It was often the case in the past that as actresses got older, the parts dried up. But I'm pleased to see that there are now a lot more great roles for older female actors. I'm not sure when the film of The Cactus will be finished. I think COVID has pushed a lot of projects back, but hopefully it will be in the not too distant future. When I first heard about Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine, I did wonder whether our books might have similarities. In fact, although Eleanor and Susan do go on similar journeys of self-discovery and open up their worlds to other people in a similar way, they're actually very different people. The publication of Eleanor Oliphant probably helped The Cactus in that it paved the way for quirky, slightly eccentric female characters. I think in writing about a character who tries to create the perfect world for herself by having complete control over every aspect of her life, it's definitely made me examine myself. In particular, I'd say it's made me wonder whether I need to let go a little bit more and maybe open myself up to new experiences, even if it feels a little bit risky. I'm very lucky that The Cactus has been published in close to 30 countries, and almost every country has a completely different cover. There are some absolutely wonderful designs out there. I'm always asked for my approval of the design by the publishers, and sometimes I'm sent a few different designs to choose from. Although I do give my opinion, I trust the different publishers to know their particular market and what will appeal to their readers. I do think it helps that the title of the book is The Cactus. It's a great image for designers to play with, and I get the impression that they've had a lot of fun with it. I do use social media, but not a lot. My favourite platform is probably Instagram. It seems like a very friendly, warm and welcoming place for authors. I've had so much love and support for the cactus from bookstagrammers, which I'm very grateful for. And I really love being tagged by people who are reading my book in unusual or exotic locations. I don't think my literary preferences have changed after the publication of The Cactus. I've always liked character-driven stories with strong, quirky, often female central characters. I particularly enjoy reading contemporary novels that explore friendship and family relationships. My favourite authors, I would say, are probably Elizabeth Strout and Elena Ferrante. Well, having said that Elizabeth Strout is one of my favourite authors, I'd really love to have coffee with Olive Kitteridge. Um, I know I could rely on her to be interesting and funny and entertaining, and also brutally honest. Yes, I do. When I started writing The Cactus, I actually only had one, which is a Christmas cactus, but now I have quite a collection. I find them quite fascinating and incredibly beautiful, especially when they bloom. I'd absolutely love to visit Romania. It looks like such an amazing country. In particular, I'd love to explore the city of Bucharest, visit the Danube Delta because I love the countryside and walking, and visit the many fabulous castles and painted monasteries. So hopefully one day.